Hi everyone, welcome to Modern Makers with Amber Simmons. I am Amber and today we are going to be making, I should have grabbed it, I started too soon, these cute Dunn inspired Christmas ornaments. I realize this is backwards for you, but it says Noel. And we are going to be making these. So let me just share this in a couple groups and try not to hit the table so it moves. When you get in, say hi and let me know you're here. And have you seen these? Have you tried making your own? Do you like Dunn? I don't own any. That's not true. I own 2 Dunn dog bowls, but I don't actually own any mugs. How sad is that? Okay, so I'm just sharing this into a couple groups. Share into. And then share. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Was it good? Mine was really good. We air fried our turkey. Well, oilless fryer, infrared fryer from Charbroil. And it was really good. Way better than the oven. Can you believe that? I always do. I always do the oven. But, okay. So shared in a couple places. So we're going to get started. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this isn't too confusing. So these ornaments I bought I bought these at Michael's, and I bought a big tub of them. It was like big, 25 of them in the tub. Oops, my hook can't. My dog likes to check out the front window and see what's going on. So I just went and bought another extra one. A single one is $1 at Michael's, but they're always on sale. So that I could do a tutorial for everyone. So it's just a clear plastic ornament, and you just pull the lid out for the, the hanger. Hi, Katie. I think that was Katie. The picture's really small, and I need to stop touching the table because I keep shaking it. So then take vanilla paint, and you're just gonna squirt it. I'm gonna get paint everywhere, I know it. I didn't get paint everywhere when I was wearing my, craft paint clothes. You need quite a bit because it's gonna take more paint to cover the inside than you think it will. So hopefully this is enough. And you just shake it around and cover the inside. I suppose you could, I don't know if you could, well, there's holes. I was thinking maybe if I just put the lid back in, I could shake the whole thing up really good. But what I did was I just kept tapping like this until all the paint covered the entire interior surface. So we're getting there. And just keep tapping. Oh dear. I know I'm gonna get paint everywhere. You guys ready for Christmas? I have all my Christmas out. I have a Target problem. These cute signs up here are from the Target One Spot. They're $3 a piece, and I love them. So I'm still hunting one down. There's one, I guess, that's shaped like a deer, and I've seen it on Instagram, but I haven't actually found it in person. Have you seen them at your Target? I might have to go check. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more paint because I can't. Sometimes it's a waiting game. Trying to get, there's more paint using. And you just kind of have to, let gravity do its job and pull all your paint down to the empty spots. This is the most time consuming. Well, say this is the most time consuming. Really what takes the most amount of time is letting this whole ornament dry out. And you don't want to drip paint out. You can see the paint's trying to drip out of there. So don't let paint get out. Otherwise you're gonna have a big mess on your hands. I'm just gonna squirt a little bit more because that just makes it easier. But then I have more paint in there for drying out. It's easy to get like the bottom half, but once you get up towards the lid, it's really hard because you don't want to get, and so I've got like a little spot right there that's not done. So what I do is I just kind of like flick it to try and get it to fill itself in. But you don't want to be too aggressive because you've got this open spout of paint. And this really, if I hold it so all the paint drains down to here, it should really just fill itself in when I put it down to dry, because I'm going to take the lid off of my paint bottle and I'm just going to put this upside down like this on the paint bottle and just stack it on the table and let it dry. Well, let it drain some of the paint out so I don't have too much extra. Yeah, it's covering it all up, so we're good. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to, can you please do a floating ornament? What do you mean a floating ornament, Michelle? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our font ready. So this cute little font, this Dunn kind of style, tall, skinny, handwritten font is called The Skinny. So easy to remember. Let's see, I'm gonna try and flip you around. Oh, I don't have you all locked in. Let's see. My tripod, I was trying to get it the right height for the table, otherwise it was gonna be all weird. Okay, let's see. Can I flip you around so you can see my computer? So, I don't think I can get you any lower without being on a chair. So, you go to dafont.com. This is where you get the font, and it's a free font, so you can use it for personal use. So you just type in the search bar, The Skinny. We go with the picture on printable. I don't know how to do that. I haven't tried to do that, but I will definitely look into that. That sounds really cool. Oh, I just searched I need the rest of the font name. So it's called The Skinny. Yeah, I'll have to look at that, Michelle, and see if I can figure that out. That sounds cute. So here it is, The Skinny. And then just over here on the right side, you just click download, and it'll come down into your downloads bar, and you open up your download and install your font as you normally would. This is what all of my other ornaments say. So I'm going to make a new one. There's 25 of them. There's a picture of this on the blog post that I linked to in the description of this video. If you want this exact wording, you can see what I have here. And let's see. So then the next one over, I've got a brand new one. So we're going to type, I'm going to make this one say fruit cake. Well, if I spell fruit right, that helps. And cake. Apparently I can't type tonight. Okay. So fruit cake. And now that we have, oh dear, sometimes the trackpad is just not great. So now we're going to go up to our fonts. Can I zoom you in? No. I don't know. So we're going to go up to our fonts. And over here in the middle, I want you to be able to see this. And I know it's really hard to see because we're so far away. Okay. So here it says all, system, or Cricut. So all is all the fonts. System are the fonts that are on your computer. and Cricut are the Cricut available fonts. So as long as you're on all or system, you should be able to find the font you just downloaded. You just type the name in. You might need to reload your page depending on if you were working on a project or not. So here's our font. So I'm going to choose it and it's going to redo my word in that font. So my ornaments are, I don't know the exact size of them. So there you go. So I don't know the exact size of them, but my font, I tried to keep it 3 inches wide or less. So I didn't want it to get too crazy big. So this one right now is at 2.739. So I'm going to go up here to the top and I'm just going to type in 3. And it's going to, since it's locked, it's going to resize the height as well. Hi, Kathy. Have you made these ornaments or seen them all over Instagram? Everybody's making them. They're super cute. Oh, Lou's done the floating ornament. Do you have any tips, Lou? So now that I've got this on here, I mean, it doesn't matter where I put it, but I'm going to, I've got 3 inches and I'm going to just go to make it. Now I need to get the rest of my stuff ready. So, my hall light's on, it's making it very yellow. Let me turn that off. Oh, wrong one. Okay. So what we need now is we need our Cricut mat. Just move my ornament so I don't accidentally knock it over and get paint everywhere. And we need some black vinyl. I don't know why my lighting's so yellow this way, but not the other way. That's weird. And we need some transfer tape and our Cricut machine. And I'm using the Cricut Maker today. I love this machine. It is great. And so far, I've been able to make every project I've attempted to make and cut everything I've attempted to cut. So that's great. I have not attempted to cut anything out of the ordinary. But, okay, so let's turn you a little bit this way while I set up. Don't look at my messy kitchen. So, I've got my Cricut mat. And I'm just going to put some black vinyl on it. And I could probably cut this down, but I like to cut it after just because, unless I know I'm using a little scrap. So, just stick it on there. And then, let's get the machine ready to go. So, the Cricut Maker, you just open it and push the power button. It's ready to go. Plug the USB into my machine, or my laptop. It's doing some system checks and stuff. Oh. Okay. So let's click continue and get ready to do our cut. And I still have the roll of vinyl. As long as it is off the mat, it's not a problem because your machine's going to check the mat size. Okay, and then here are our options, and we are doing vinyl. Well, I'm not even showing you vinyl. We're doing vinyl. So you just click vinyl. We load the tool in the mat, and I just have the regular blade inside the machine, not the rotary blade, because that's not going to give you the right cuts for this. And then I just press the Cricut, and it is going to cut my word for me. Whoa! You're a little bit on my laptop. Lou says they're fairly easy. Okay. They'll sound cute, Lou. I'll have to try it. I got a couple extra ornaments, so I'm going to try some more things. Okay. And it's all done. It's just one word, so that was really quick. You can remove it and remove it from the mat. And then I like to use a little trimmer tool and trim down my vinyl. So I'm going to do that really quick. It should be going the other way, but that's okay. So I just trim it down. Okay. And that way I don't waste a whole bunch of vinyl, because I can just use this scrap later. There we go. So I'll just save this scrap for later. And now I have my word. And in order to use it, I'm going to take a hook and weed it out. I don't even know if you can see where I'm at. Okay, I'm gonna take a hook and I'm just gonna weed out the part that I don't need. So I'm gonna leave just the letters and weed out the rest. So I like to start with the outside because that makes it easier for me to see where I'm going. So I just fold it a little bit to try and get underneath it. Sometimes that works better than others. If you fold it, you should be able to just like pop the corner up. It definitely works well with the transfer tape. And sometimes I just have to like poke a hole and try and do it that way. Okay, usually I don't struggle this much. That's because I'm on camera. And it's like, they're watching me. Okay. There we go. So, what I will say about this font is that it's so skinny, it's kind of hard to weed. So I like to put my needle like right on top of the letter and then pull up around it just to get it started, and then it's not too bad. You just gotta watch out for all the little pieces, because it just it's just such a delicate little font. This took me, seriously, forever, you guys, to do that whole, those other 25 of them. Move my chair back so I can sit down. Okay, let's see. I'm just checking, make sure that the feed is still looking good on my laptop. Okay. the whole U and take it with it. This took like all morning. It took me a few hours to get those other 25 all weeded out. And my husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, weeding. Don't you want to do it? And he was like, that seems like the worst part. I'm like, yeah, it is. But I think you'd love it. He didn't believe me. And I like to fold the vinyl back on itself so that it can't re-stick to anything. You could also be using, I could also be using the bright pad, but I didn't get it out to just do one word. I probably should have. But it's not too bad. It's mostly that this font is just so delicate. And you could even like put your hook underneath the vinyl and just kind of follow around the letter to loosen it all up. And I think I messed this up somehow. I don't know. Maybe it's just got a little, there we go. I fixed it. Okay. Do you guys like weeding? I know some people find it like, they find it relaxing. It's just not my favorite part. Because I feel like I fight the vinyl to let go of what I want to keep. Maybe that's because I just try and do too small of cuts. I don't know. So I saw somebody on Instagram made these, and I thought they were so cute. My mom said we should make some, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And we went out and bought stuff, and I came home and I did it, and I was so proud of myself. I actually made something I said I was going to make and bought all the supplies for. And then Cricket shared this on Instagram, and people had a ton of questions. They shared, it was a collection of like 5 posts. I think 3 of them were Dunn inspired ornaments, and a couple of them were just other Christmas ornaments that people had made with using Cricut vinyl. So close, 2 more letters. Let's see. Does anybody have any tips for weeding these small things? I mean, I do also sometimes use tweezers, because sometimes that helps. It just really depends on what it is I'm weeding, and because sometimes I find it helps to just have tools touching the vinyl and not actually my hands. Let's fold that down some so it doesn't stick back down. Uh-oh. I grabbed the A with my vinyl scrap. See, sometimes I just have some problems. And it always takes more time than you think it will, because you're like, I'm just going to cut it and weed it really fast. And somehow really fast turns into like a 3-hour tour with your Cricut. And it's not like Cricut's fault or anything. It's just, you know, how crafting goes. Somehow it ends up taking close to 2 times or 3 times as long as you think it's going to. If you think that's just a 10-minute project, you'll be here for at least an hour. Plus, if you're like me, you're like, it's not quite right. I have to play with this. Or I like it, but it would be better if... Come on. There we go. There's the K. And my A got picked up again. Leave the K alone. Okay. I'm trying not to pull it too far out away from you. Okay. Success. We got that part off. Now for some... Okay. But you can kind of see where this was stuck down before, where it cut. Oh my goodness. I really messed up this K. I don't know how I did that, but... Okay. And I just kind of, you know, pull it flat again. And then I hook the corner of the interior pieces. This is usually where I use the tweezers because they can hold down the fine part of the font. There we go. Just straighten that out a little bit, I think I got. This U just looks wonky. Maybe it's just wonky. That's okay. It adds more character. Just pull out the insides. This only has 2 interior bubbles. Okay, done. So now I just need a little piece of transfer tape. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece of that with my cutter. How big is this? 3.5 by 1.5. Okay. I'll just cut a 1.5 inch piece. Transfer tape. Okay. So now I have my transfer tape and I have my word, and you just, the transfer tape, the corner of it comes off real easy. So you just peel up your transfer tape and you put it down on top of your word, nice and flat. And then you need, I kind of threw you guys all sideways. It's okay. Then you need a scraper or something that you can rub this really good with, because you want your letters to adhere to your transfer tape. And just rub it really good all over. Okay. Now I'm going to take my ornament. It's still here on my paint bottle. So I got most of it. There's still just a little bit, but that's going to be covered by the edge of the top. So I'm okay with that. And if you're not, you can just squeeze a little paint. You can just squeeze a little paint right into there and cover it up. You gotta watch out because when there's wet paint in there, they are very, very wonky. I like to put them in a muffin tin to hold them straight up while they're drying. So, let's see. So we'll just let it be wonky. So these ones have a little plastic line, like where they formed both halves into a whole ornament. So if you want, you can look for that, and if you don't care, then it doesn't matter. So then you're just gonna peel the back away. If you peel the back away, let me put this ornament down. So if you hold the transfer tape, hold on, there we go. So if you hold the transfer tape and you peel the back away, it should release the letters or your design much easier than trying to take the tape away from the backing. So we have all my letters on here, and I'm going to take my ornament and I'm just going to, I was looking for the lines and I don't see them, so that's good. So what I do is I put it right here in the middle. I adhere the middle of my design, and then I go to the middle of the entire word and press that down really good. And the middle gets the top and the bottom, and then I kind of ruffle the top of the transfer tape to bring the tops and the bottoms of the letters a little bit closer together. So you can kind of see, maybe, you can kind of see where it's like a ruffly edge as I'm moving them closer together. Okay. And over here, because I find that that helps with the rounding. I also saw someone give a tip that you could cut little slits in your transfer tape. But I don't care about doing that. I would rather just manipulate the tape as I go. And then, because pulling them closer together at the top and the bottom helps it to go with the curve. So, and you just manipulate it so that the letters lay flat. There we go. And the last piece. So, this looks pretty flat on there, but you can see that the top is ruffly and away from the ball, and so is the bottom, but I don't want to tip it up too much. There we go. Because I still have wet paint inside. And then you just peel the transfer tape off of your ornament. Oh, the E wants to come with it. Okay. And then I go through and I make sure that everything is laying flat, and I push it down again. You can kind of see there's a little bubble in this C. So I'm going to take my hook and carefully peel this up so that I can lay it flat again. There we go. Oh, sorry. And the eye has a little bubble. There we go. And that's it. It looks great. So as soon as this is all dry, I'll just put the lid back in it. Take the tag off, put the lid back in it, and I will hang it on my tree. Want to see the tree? Ta-da! This is my Dunn tree. And Noel went right there in this big bald spot. And I stole it off there. And I think it turned out so cute, and I love them. This one's actually one of my favorite ones because it says Bah Humbug. So it's really cute. So this, if you're wondering, I should put this in the comments, but this bucket is a $3 bucket from the Target One Spot for their Christmas decor. It's an olive bucket, and it comes with a red, these have red handles, and it comes with this blue-gray handle or a green handle, like a dark pine green handle. This little flocked tree is from Walmart for $12. It's 3 feet, and it actually is really, really cute for being a $12 tree. And then my ornaments that I made, that we just made now, the tree comes with the burlap base wrapped. I just opened the tree from the box and stuffed the base in this olive bucket. And then this bead garland is from the Magnolia home for Target. So I think it's cute. I really like it. I hope that that answered any questions that you had. And if you have any other questions about how to make it, let me know in the comments or on my blog post, and I will get back to you with some answers or some tips. Thanks, everybody. Bye.